One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Now that's cool.
And third party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com, one of our favorite sponsors, is back. You're on the way to the venue and you're wondering, where should I park? Or,
Should I bring my coat with me?
Or how well do I have to stash my things I want to bring into the venue?
can I bring this backpack in with me?
Where should I put my vape pen?
Are they going to allow water bottles in here? If you know that stuff or you want to find out about that stuff, you can go to venuelama.com. What's Venue Llama, you may ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. VenueLlama.com is where live music fans share helpful insider venue reviews and information based on their own experiences. A place where pro showgoers can quickly review venues and exchange seriously helpful venue intel with one another.
Yeah.
Head over to VenueLlama.com today and sign up for your free Llama account and start reviewing venues today. Review venues in the Llama base, upload photos in the Llama gallery, and add your favorite scene-friendly businesses, websites, or podcasts to the Friends page. All Llamas registered by July 4th are eligible to win free tickets and Venue Llama gear. We got Summer Tour for Dead and Company and Fish and Widespread Panic and Billy Strings and Goose and Ween and Green Sky Bluegrass. All of it's happening right now.
Oh,
Go to
that's my head blown
venuelama.com
up.
so that you know what the hell's going on when you get to the venue. And if you already know what's going on at those venues, go to venuelama.com and tell everybody else so that we're all in the know and we're all hipped up. Go to
Tell 'em.
venuelama.com.
Shop Tour Bus.
Kicking it old school.
Love that.
Yeah, that is one of our awesome sponsors. And if you don't know about them, you're about to know about them because,
know.
like we always say, you don't want to wear that dirty old shirt and everything. Maybe you
Or you do.
I like to wear my old dirty shirts.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
Right on. No, we're going to keep right
Okay,
on
you're just gonna
rolling.
keep
Let's keep
rolling
going.
with that.
Keep going.
He
Yeah.
likes to wear his dirty shop shoes.
I started laughing when I said that because I remembered I do. But if you want new gear, go over there and see these cryptic, cool designs they have that are made from lyrics of Grateful Dead songs.
Oh, yeah.
And they come in a all over print box with all kinds of extras on the inside. And some of you are going to get an actual real live dyed in the wool, verified, bona fide Grateful Dead cassette tape bootleg in your order.
Bootleg.
Yeah,
bootleg.
Not only are you going to get the shirt, sticker, hat, pin, or whatever that you ordered in a rad box, but it could come with a Grateful Dead cassette tape in there that's been traded around the Grateful Dead family for like 5,000 years.
And then a bunch of cool
Dang.
At
trinkets,
least.
toys, candy, gum. You don't know what you're going to get.
You're
It's a-
also
it's a box of fun.
going to get a good feeling of supporting your Grateful Dead family. Not the big corporations that mass produce, but the perfectly soft t-shirt with the Grateful Dead inspired lyric and that gorgeous box coming straight to you for free shipping when you put in the promo code No Simple Road.
So go to shoptourbus.com or at shoptourbus on Instagram to see what the hell we're talking about. And when you check out, remember to put in the promo code No Simple Road, all one word, so you can get your free shipping and you get your new stuff. And it has a Grateful Dead lyric told in picture on it, and then all the stuff in the cassette tape and all the shoptourbus.com.
You're gonna be happy. I'm hungry.
We all know that Apple's hungry, but we also all know that the Grateful Dead family does stuff beautifully. They make beautiful music. We make amazing grilled cheese. We make awesome art. We make veggie burritos that are badass. And you know what else we do?
What?
We have a business in Portland and Denver called Fire on the Mountain, owned by the Grateful Dead family, that has the best chicken wings, pizza, burgers, salads, brew their own beer, and it's made with love and intention by our family for you.
And when you go into any of their locations, you are going to find a beautifully, comfortably decorated space that you can even rent out for birthday parties, meetings, or just to go kick it with your daughter on a random Wednesday evening.
Yeah. I mean, look, everything is so freaking serious nowadays. It's nice to take a break, fall out for a while. Go get some food, somewhere chill, made by your fam. It's delicious. Grab yourself a beer, a nice salad.
And I got one thing to say.
What?
Just save room for dessert or you're going to regret it, because they have the best desserts anywhere.
And if you're not in Portland or Denver, don't feel bad. You can go to portlandwings.com, hook yourself up with some dope-ass Fire on the Mountain gear, get yourself some of their sauces because they'll ship them all over the country, and then you won't feel left out. So go to Fire on the Mountain, everybody. It's the Grateful Dead family hooking it up, cooking it up for you. No, but really, are we ready?
I'm ready this time.
Everybody's ready now?
Yeah, we've been getting
Yes.
ready for like a hour.
14 minutes.
Well, I mean, on the patio too. That counts.
There's a lot of getting ready around here to do stuff that doesn't take very long.
Well, and when it's when it's such a nice day out too, we were having a hard time getting up off the patio. And
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Hey,
it is
now,
beautiful.
No Simple Road family, you are with us again for another Monday
Monday.
installment of the No Simple Road Weekly Rewind, brought to you in collaboration with the Edible Beats out of Denver, Colorado. Yeah,
That's right.
Edible Beats.
wow, that was a lot. Just
Thank
now.
you, Edible Beats, for this wonderful collaboration.
If you
and
are not
inspiration.
already familiar with whom the Edible Beats is, are
Is
then
and are.
you can go online and look up the Edible Beats. If you live in the Denver area, you should already know who they are. Shame on you if you don't. Not shame on you. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad.
Yeah.
I love all of you a whole bunch. Just go check them out. You'll be happy you did.
Yeah, we want you to find out, because we're disappointed if you don't know, because there's so much to know.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot to know.
If I was like, that's one of the main reasons I would want to move to Denver now.
Apple wants to move there just to
honestly,
eat at Edible Beats restaurants. Okay.
I love that idea. It's fun.
Red Rocks has nothing to do with it. The Dick Zone has nothing to do with it.
Those
You would move to Colorado for a run of concerts?
I would move to Colorado for the music scene.
For the music scene and the food scene, and it just, there's a lot going on up there.
But nothing is going to pull me away from Oregon unless like somebody called and was like, "Hey, No Simple Road, I have like 50 acres I want to donate to the show with a dope ass house and a
Turnkey
recording
house
studio,
ready to go.
and
Turnkey.
we just want to give it to you guys and let you run amok here." And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Okay, we're moving to Denver, guys."
By the way, you get a full-time XL Uber whenever you want.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about driving anywhere.
Damn.
I mean, might as well
Dang.
just.
throw it in.
And
Yeah.
here's your permanent bench at Red Rocks, right in the middle by the soundboard.
Oh wait, that was a dream.
If we're dreaming, I mean, we might as well
dream
go all
big,
the way.
Dream big.
And hey, Jasper's moving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. He'll have a whole Jasper wing that's just like
Hell
all
yeah.
fucking trampolines and Nerf
He
and
only
toys.
does work in Colorado now.
Batman.
Oh, he has a whole wardrobe of all the superhero costumes.
Oh my gosh, how cute would that be?
Wow.
That is adorable.
Grandpa had a
thought.
matching closet.
Dreaming is fun.
Yeah.
I can
know-
see you two dressed up as superheroes together. Like, that'd be funny.
It'd be hilarious.
He had a superhero party last year.
I know. Sydney had to go as Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we bought lottery tickets a couple of weeks ago. Which
Yeah,
we don't do that very often, but for
I
whatever reason,
never
your
do
mom
that.
wanted a lottery ticket before she
Yeah.
left, so I bought her one. And I was like, well, I'm going to buy one. And then as soon as you buy the ticket, you start dreaming what you're going to do with the money. Right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can't help it.
So I know that we already have a topic for today's rewind, but
Moths and butterflies.
what's the difference between a moth and a butterfly?
That was about 20 minutes out on the patio just a bit ago. Aaron educating us on moths and butterflies, which was educational and fun.
Their wings fold different. One is awake during the day and the other is awake at night.
One is hairy and one is sleek.
One is has better eyesight in the day and one has better eyesight at night. And that's I just said moths are like low income butterflies.
Yeah. Mel immediately said we're both moths.
Yes. You guys would definitely be moths, is what Mel said.
Yeah. Mel's
You guys agreed
Mel's the
immediately.
butterfly. Oh yeah.
for sure.
Mel's the butterfly of the bunch.
But I wanted to ask if you won the lottery, Mel,
I'm just waiting for it to happen.
what would be the first thing you would do?
Well, I would definitely tell you first.
Oh,
I mean,
after you told everybody
after
that you won the
okay.
money and
Okay.
and
You
you're
just don't tell them you keep coming home with all this dope shit.
it's in
Hell
the
yeah.
bank.
Don't
like,
worry
it's-
about it.
it's
That's
set.
my money.
Everything's set up.
Okay.
The news already came to the
all right,
house.
the news came to the house.
Yeah, the whole
I
thing.
set up my certain portion to, invest, and then I'd hook my mom up.
That'd be first.
Yeah.
How?
I get her a little freaking whatever she wants, a little tiny house that she wants on a cute little piece of property near my sister somewhere, and have her set up so that I can literally rest my brain and be like traveling and like la la la, doing whatever we all want to do.
Okay.
But I don't know what my first like big purchase would be. I just think maybe like I'd want to do a family vacation. I want like all the kids and spouses and stuff to like get together and figure out what we want to do with it.
Okay.
Powwow.
That's kind of stole my answer. What about you, Apple?
Kind of story.
I didn't have an
I know.
answer to her. I'm just gonna have to steal Mel's because that weighs heavy on me too. Is hooking up my mom. Before I even hooked up myself or anything, it'd be like, okay, I'm getting mom set up.
Because I already know
Go
I'll
pick
be
her
good,
up,
right?
get all her shit, and then like come up here and buy her. Like I'd buy her a Victorian style house up here because that's what she's always liked.
You wouldn't put her up at a
No,
what do you call it next door?
No, not that.
Bougie place?
Not that bougie place. That's not her.
Okay.
She'd
Maybe
wanna be
we could put Joy and Mom together.
Oh, get them a dope Victorian house together. They'd get along well too.
Yep.
They would talk each other's ears off.
Oh my God. That would be something.
They would because they both need somebody to
Yes,
talk
they
to
do.
so
The
much
paint
all the
would have
time
to
and
leave
everything
to get a break.
They would be excellent roommates.
Yeah, they would be, and your mom's much more motivated, like for doing things.
Yes.
So they'd be motivational to each other.
That would be a literal dream come true. It would be so.
Cute little house.
I
Your mom doing
know.
yard work all the time.
Okay, I'm going to
Joy
sound
sit
like
out front on the porch just drinking her lemonade. I don't know if she
The
does,
fancy
but-
tea set,
Yeah.
drinking
Cute.
tea, making cocktails. Fucking.
I
I'm going
love
to
this
sound like a
lottery.
total jerk now because the first thing I'm going to say is that I'm not hooking up my mom. My
She
mom's
doesn't need to
already
be
hooked
hooked
up,
up.
so
Yeah.
I'm not hooking up my mom.
Yeah,
You need a new car.
No,
Your Escalade that you just got isn't good enough.
you don't need to have the same
Yeah,
answer.
no.
Your mom's
The first
legit.
thing I would do
Yeah.
is book all of us a trip somewhere far, far away.
Do you know where?
Probably somewhere like Fiji or
Okay.
something like that, where they have those like hotel rooms that are out on the water,
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
where you can like look down and see the fish through the
Yeah.
glass in the
you
floor
just
and
jump
shit.
off and go scubaing
Yeah.
and see everything.
Somewhere like that where nobody could get to us. There's no phones.
Okay.
Where we could have a family summit.
I love that. A summit?
Yeah, where like we're all going to decide together what we're doing with this money and where the compound is going to be with the moat and the sharks with lasers.
Sharks with laser beams?
And the bees.
No, they're angry bass. That's all I could get.
Yeah, that'd be first. And then second, I would rent out Red Rocks and have Fish play there for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. Private fish show.
Okay.
Would it be as fun if it was private though?
No. Yes and no.
It wouldn't.
You need.
Well, you'd have to fill it.
Yeah.
You'd have to do some kind of a lottery or something where every
Yes, Apple.
get that kind of money, rented it out, and then you just have
8 people there.
like 18,000 tickets to give out.
You get tired of Trey's eye contact.
Yeah. Quit looking at me, man. You're making it weird, Trey.
Just have like one row full, a little spot in the middle behind the soundboard.
Lame.
Hide. Okay. So it is almost June. What's so funny over there, Giggles?
Nothing at all.
Really? I hate to see what happens when something's really funny.
I think that's why she apologized. It's like we both look at her like, what are you laughing at? I'm sorry.
There's nothing.
Okay. It's almost June. That means that like the summer solstice is almost here. And with summertime and warmer weather and all that comes festival season. And we are getting ready to kick that off here in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mojo Family Fest.
Three
yeah.
weeks.
Is it 3?
Yeah, because it's 15th or 16th. I'm sorry, 16th of June through the 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, May lasts till Wednesday of this week.
So first of all, before we get talking about Mojo Family Fest.
Oh yeah, I got something to say too.
Well, say it.
Huh?
Say it.
Okay, I thought maybe you had something first.
I do.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank everybody for all of the birthday wishes and everything this year. It was overwhelming as usual. I love it. I got so many texts, so many things on Instagram, and several phone calls, including my mom, who caught me with some friends of mine, had a party for me out at a farm I used to work at. And we all got together. It was like a family reunion of the cannabis people I worked with. And it was super fun. And my mom called, I just told Mel, my mom called out there, which miraculously she got through with hardly any reception out there, and talked to her. Everybody yelled hi to mom and had a great Friday evening party. Drank too much alcohol. I haven't been drinking much lately, and I drank 6 to 8 ciders.
You drank a 6-pack.
All right, at least a 6-pack. So I'm padding it with a couple more. Yeah, I was a little slow yesterday, but it was fun. I had a celebration and also learned again, like, ooh, alcohol's not for you anymore. You're being healthy. So, but thank you, everybody. Had a great birthday, doing good. And that was that. I just wanted to thank everybody.
Right on, Apple. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
I wanted to ask you guys about festivals. So as No Simple Road, we've spent a lot of our waking hours and time in the last 6 years traveling to, planning for, spending time at, and talking about music festivals. And
Yes,
we have all learned a thing or two about festivaling. But I wanted to ask you guys, before we start talking about Mojo Family Fest, what is your one favorite thing about going to a music festival? And whoever wants to go first can go first.
I'll go since Mel's taking a drink, and then maybe she won't steal my answer. She can steal my no. The number one thing to me, like most of this stuff, is getting together with friends and community. Everybody coming together and having a place to hang out. It's so fun. We always have a game plan of like, okay, we're going to meet you there. We're going to see, we're going to see Bryce, Jack. We know who we're going to see, but you don't know exactly what campground you're going to get, who you end up next to, what's going to happen. And the whole thing is revolved around that community and having fun. So to me, it's all the people. The music is awesome, but it's kind of like the background to the setting type thing. So, I mean, because you can even go to a festival that doesn't have the most killer lineup and still have a great time.
Yeah.
And also to discover new music, smaller bands and stuff, which is another part of that. That community is being brought in and like, okay, here, take the stage with these other people, and it grows it.
Yeah. It's definitely a chance for like the up and coming bands to showcase their talent in front of an audience they normally maybe wouldn't have had the opportunity to be in front of.
And vendors to be able able to do their wares.
That's your jam right there anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Merch and seeing all the vendor cute stuff. It's out there.
Mel?
My favorite part of festivals is that you don't have to go home, that it's continuous. It's like you're having such a good time. I don't want to go to sleep at 8 o'clock and have to drive home and come back. Like, that's boring. That sucks. That's not fair.
It's boring.
That's a good answer.
It's true, because like everything's like popping, and then nobody's telling you to go to sleep. You don't have to go back to your tent. You don't have to do anything except for what you want to do in that moment. And I just love that freedom. I love being able to continue to roll with it, like whatever.
No security chasing you out or anything.
Exactly. No security. You have your fun outfit, your, jacket, kind of tired, but you still don't want to finish partying. Like, I just love that.
I just remember 5 o'clock in the morning as the sun comes up at String Summit, you and I sitting in that double hammock chair thing. The black one?
Yeah,
the black chair, and like the sun coming up, and me and you looking at each other like, oh shit, the sun's coming up.
Woo!
Yeah, it was
that's
Apple being like, Grandma and Grandpa
that's
broke night.
That's when you know you're having fun, when you get to stay up like that.
Yeah.
And then the people thing too, that's my favorite too. A 3-4 day festival, like seeing how everybody is on the 4th day.
Oh shit.
When everybody's rolling back and forth to camp in the middle of the night or early in the morning.
Crunchy.
Yeah, hardly talking, just like head nods and grunts.
Rolling watermelons down hills and sliding on pieces of cardboard on dirt. And
yeah, but that's so fun. I just love that. I love, having an excuse to stay having a good time.
Stay partying. Mine is kind of actually a mixture of both of yours. Like, there's a certain headspace that I get into when I go to a show, and that's like the joy of going to the show, and that makes the people and the environment and all of it that much more fun, is that headspace. And when you just are going to a show that ends that day, that's it. Like, the encore happens and everybody's yay, and then the lights come on and it's all smoky and dirty and everybody leaves, and it's like, oh, and then you're like out in the lot. And at a festival, that magical headspace that took a lot of work to get to in the first fucking place, right? Like, there's a lot of
that goes into
machinations and worrying and whatever that goes into getting there in the first place. And then once you finally get there, like at a festival, like Mel said, you don't have to leave. You can keep going.
And then you get to hang out with your friends and like do all kinds of there's just different ways to create fun memories there.
And it's like the
and everybody
ultimate...
gets silly too afterwards, because that's, I mean, you could go to after parties after a concert, but that involves leaving.
You got to
going from one
take
spot
an Uber
to another,
or walk or whatever.
Yeah. When you're at a festival, if you a little more sacrament, whatever you want, just keep on rolling with it, and get those late night little snacks from the vendors too. Throw them back in there.
My part B answer is the music collaborations that happen at festivals that happen nowhere else. Like, when you go
Billy
to see
Strings playing with Trey.
Yeah, well, you go to see a concert, that's it. You're seeing that band or that, maybe the opening act or whatever. When you're at a festival, there's all these different musicians that are with each other. So you get sit-ins, you get people mixing, singing each other's music. And that's the stuff that I think people love going to see live music about. Like, it's these interactions and these things that will never happen again, in a lifetime.
Well, and also as adults, like, let me back up. As a kid, one of the most fun things that you could possibly do was have your friends over to spend the night, or spend the night at your friend's house.
Yeah, have it
and
to
then
do.
Double fun that was a slumber party.
Yes.
Right? Like, you and your friends having a slumber party, you were gonna have a blast, unless you were that kid that was crying at 10 o'clock for his mom to come pick him up. But for the most part, it was the most fun you could have as a kid. And so as an adult, festivals represent an adult slumber party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
A really whacked out psychedelic fun.
You even get the in camp, because we've experienced that. Like at a slumber party, the funnest thing is staying up late when you're not supposed to. And you hear, you guys need to quiet it down in there. It's past. Okay,
no, we don't.
You get quiet for a minute, because that happens in camps.
I remember that. Everybody
getting rowdy, and then there's somebody like, people are trying to sleep, and it's like, no,
probably shouldn't have camped by us.
Yeah, sorry. We'll keep it down for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, there was some of that last year at Hornings, I'll say for sure. It definitely.
The best part about all of that is costumes and fun outfits that you get to wear. Like, you have a reason to bring out your furry, winter coat because it gets
anything
cold.
goes.
Exactly. And that's all
Does
I have
it
to say about that.
Does it really?
Just
Yeah, I
about,
guess it does.
just about anything. We see stuff at festivals all the time that's like, okay, that's a first.
Yeah, I saw a mermaid, a real mermaid. I saw a person dressed like a bong hit.
I remember the ones to the astronaut, the ape astronauts.
Yep. Yeah, that was another one
with full astronaut suit.
But yeah, like, what, as an adult, you don't get that opportunity very often to have slumber parties with other adults, and that is, and then there's we haven't even mentioned the music part of it. Like, that's the whole reason that we're all there, is to gather around this tribal fire that is the music that happens. And
well, like when Mel mentioned the music part of the collaboration, we've heard that from a lot of artists too, that's their favorite thing. It's like, well, we only get to play a smaller set, but so many other things happen that we don't know what's going to happen. People joining each other on stage and improvising songs at the last minute, and that's really special.
Yeah. And so this year there is no Northwest String Summit because it's ended.
Yeah.
And
boo.
It's a drag.
No one likes it. I'm just saying it for everybody.
We are kicking off the festival season in 3 weeks with Mojo Family Fest.
Woo!
And Mel and I and Apple took a trip out to Rhythms Ground, which is the festival grounds that this festival is being held at. What was it? Was that last weekend?
Yeah.
Wow. God, time is so weird.
Yeah, this last week has been a weird time.
It seems
warp.
like months ago right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe, Mel. You just took your mom to the airport on Monday. It seems like it was longer ago.
Your mom was here 6 months ago.
Yeah. Already.
We took a trip out there, and I mean, it's not our first journey out to Rhythms Ground, but holy shit, man. What they have done out there is monumental for them.
Yes.
I really I want to impress on everybody listening. Obviously, you haven't been out there, but this is 25 acres, and 25 acres is just a word, but it's not. It's a huge piece of property, a lot of square footage, and it's just Ben and Tiff with some sundry help out there getting the entire place ready to be festival ready. And the last time we were there was a few months ago, and where the festival is being held right now was completely enshrouded in 6 to 8 foot high blackberry thickets as far as you could see in every direction. You couldn't even see the ground.
No, you really couldn't. It's incredible what they have done, what they've managed to do with they've been getting help, but they've been doing the lion's share of everything out there on their own. And it is incredible to see the tenacity and the dedication and the strength of will that these two people have to see their dreams come true. They're literally doing it blood, sweat, and tears to make their dream come true. And that is so admirable and inspirational. And they've had to overcome so much, and they're still going. And that, to me, is just deserves to be mentioned, because everybody who's going to Mojo Family Fest, you should just really know that this has literally been prepared. This is going to be such a special, magical time, simply because of the love that was put into making it happen.
The grounds themselves, like when we went out there last weekend, my jaw was on the ground. It is, I can't even like, I'm trying to think of a way to like explain to everybody how drastic the change was. Like,
well, the scope of it, that like when it's all covered in all those blackberries, it looked smaller. Mm-hmm. Now that was all cleared out when we walked over to the edge, because what is it? It's like 7 acres up top where all the trees are, the arboretum, and then it goes down into this big like kind of valley bowl, and it was just covered, so it just looked like a forest kind of blackberries, and now it's all clear. I mean, you can see the vastness of that field and how it goes over to the tree line and the camping area. It's just amazing, the scope of it now.
It's like
it made it look twice as big.
Like a good haircut when you get lined up, your neck and, your beard, like it looks so perfectly like shaped, and the face looks a little bit leaner. You know what I mean? It's like the property, it looks so much more expansive, like Apple said, and
inviting.
And to have vision like that, like Apple said, when it's covered in thickets, it looks kind of like a forest. Like you can't really understand what's under there.
Trees.
Literally. But they were like, they had this vision of that's what they wanted to do down there and worked feverishly to do it. And then now to see that happening, like, wow, there was something all along there.
Here's the other side of it too, is that you brought up something, you were like, they're doing it through their blood, sweat, and tears to realize their dream. And what's at the bottom of that dream is a love for this community and the music and the magic that thing creates. And they were willing to put their livelihoods on the line to provide a space for this thing to continue to happen for this community. That is like the epitome of putting your money where your love is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with no guarantees that it's going to work out. You buy this land that's covered in blackberries. It's just the two of you, but the two of you have this like idea, wow, we could maybe turn this into a venue someday. And now you have to do it. But at the bottom of that is the love for festivating.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
And providing space for us to be able to have that in perpetuity.
And it's like Mel was starting to say that when we were up top talking about like the love that Ben and Tiff have into that place is so inviting too. They bust ass and they're not ones to like beg for help or anything. They just put it out there. Like people want to come out. They've been having work parties for months now. Like today I was just looking, there's a picture of Ben and some contraption up in a tree. Abe's camped out there. The Abels are there. Scott's there. They're all out there busting ass.
Simple Road family showed up.
They're
really
all out there
showed up.
busting ass on it and
Cody and Bree
happen.
were out there a couple weekends
they've been
ago.
there a couple times.
And their daughters had their friends and stuff out there. Like they've...
And
like
then a bunch of Jack's friends. And then when we were out there last week, there's the tree guys, the arborists that just volunteered their time. Like we can get up there and cut out those widow makers and top your trees and make everything safe.
Even her neighbors, stepped up and showed up. Like that's another thing about like, when you put your dream out there, other people start wanting to help you fulfill that. And especially in this community, like you were saying, Aaron, like they're creating a space where we can keep festivating. Like that's huge.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's a huge thing for people to want to help create that. Like, okay, I'll mow a lawn or cut a bush or, throw this in the fire. Hell yeah.
It's really inspiring to see somebody doing what they're doing. It's hugely inspiring, and it really speaks to the quality of the people that are out there. Like Ben and Tiff are the salt of the earth.
Yes.
And dude, all you have to do, if you know them, like just look at Ben's hands and you will know how hard these two have, that, you know, like it's beyond my comprehension. It would have broke me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it.
No, that they are different when it comes to that. Cause even like when we went out there, I love it. Sweaty and dirty. They even take the time like to stop for a minute and welcome you.
Yep.
And a big hug. Like Ben didn't want to hug it. It's like, we want a sweaty,
here.
dirty hug, man. Bring it in, brother.
So if you have been on the fence about going to Mojo Family Fest, or you haven't got your tickets yet and you've been thinking about going, I promise you that this is going to be monumentally amazing, just because of the community and the energy that's been put into the preparation of the grounds. Just that by itself is the intention, love, and will going into the actual dirt that we're going to be camping on. And, you know, that means that there's going to be something magical going to happen. I don't know what it is, you know, but I want to show up and find out after seeing that. And, you know, go to bodimojo.com and you can get your tickets. They're still available. If you can't camp, there is single day passes available. And yeah, man, it's going to be amazing. And there's a lot of good music that's going to happen out there. And we're performing.
What?
Yeah, we are performing Saturday morning at noon, and we have something special planned. I'm not going to say what it is.
Nope.
But we are planning something very special. And I hope that if you live in the Oregon area or nearby and you are willing to come travel, you come hang out with us. It's going to be something else, man. You have anything to say about that?
No, it's a surprise, you said.
Yeah. No, what do you got up on your phone?
Well, we were going to talk about some of the bands, so I just have it ready. What?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, here. I was going to do that because we haven't done this yet.
You need me to set it up?
No.
I was going to talk about the bands now.
No.
Well, let me do this first because we haven't done this yet.
Sorry, Al.
No, I like this.
It was just so funny because
this is like dead
your
silence.
eyeballs
Aaron
and your hand
stare.
motions.
Like, come on.
You guys should have seen that, and I just couldn't keep it together when I saw that.
What I was going to do real quick because we haven't done it yet is read like all the bands that are going to be there.
Yeah, do it.
And then we're going to highlight some of these. And so this is going to have Bodhi Mojo with 2 sets, Sponge, Family Mystic, The Copper Children, The Quick and Easy Boys, No Simple Road live podcast, which I'm going to pronounce that wrong. J Psy. Okay. I want to say JC. J Psy Proof, The Muddy Souls, Louis Longmire, Walian, Super Secret Band, Flying Caravan, Urban Shaman, The Bad Table, Blue Egyptian, Yuzu, The Haven, The Supernatural Beavers, Man on TV, Karen, The Dancing Lady, Rice, Madison True, The Campfire Boys, and Brother Gabe Trio.
Dang.
That's a lineup. I started to get cotton mouth after reading all that.
That's a hell of a lot of bands.
So one of the bands that I have pulled up is the Muddy Souls, and I'm going to read their bio.
They were dope. We saw them at
Haven.
No.
Yeah, we did see them I saw them at the Haven.
Yeah, I wasn't with you. What I was going to say is we saw them at Camp Suds last year.
Yeah.
And they were amazing.
Yes. The Muddy Souls are a leading progressive jam grass band based in Eugene, Oregon, featuring original songs, virtuistic and high-octane groove that always has the dance floor bouncing. Formed in 2018, the band has 4 albums of completely original music. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And has played more than 150 shows across the Pacific Northwest, Northern California, and the Northeast, including festival sets such as Fresh Grass, Bridge City Bluegrass, Oregon Country Fair, and Wintergrass. A gem of the Northwest music scene, the Muddy Souls are sure to get your feet dancing and your face grinning.
Yeah.
Right on.
Apple?
All right, I'm going to jump to the Copper Children here. They've been invited down from Colorado
Heck yeah.
to play. Their mission is, we are here for everyone looking to heal and feel, creating experiences centered on love, integrity, harmony, and authenticity.
Damn.
The Copper Children are Zaya, Andy, Christopher, Cole, Nikki, and Eric with rotating members.
Right on.
They're the ones that like when we were out at Rhythms Ground talking with Ben, he was like, I'm really excited to see the Copper Children. I've been listening to them nonstop, man.
Yeah, that was their update.
Yeah, and then this too, the unique blend of styles and influences that span from the choral sounds of American gospel music to the psychedelic acid jam fueled sounds of the 60s. So get a nice spacey mix of all of this.
I like acid jams.
Yeah. Looking very forward to seeing this as well.
Okay, so J-Sci Proof, or JSP, is the philosophical indie funk vision of multi-instrumentalist composer arranger Jeff Chilton, whose credits include performing with the Diamonds, the Platters, Broken Social Scene, and recording on over 20 albums by Portland-based ensembles. Described as Earth Jazz Alchemists. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
By Vortex Magazine. JSP was born in 2019 from the soggy jazz-soaked earth of Portland, Oregon.
This is a soggy jazz.
So yeah,
I
like that.
I know. I love this bio. Since its inception, the band has evolved through adventurous jazz fusion to lo-fi jams to a full-fledged funk party. Hell yeah. All while prioritizing genuine messages of spirituality and human betterment in the midst of endless modern crises. J-Sci is joined by Lucas James, drums and vocals, J.D. Erickson, sax and flute, and Corey Hepner, guitar.
So if you live outside the Pacific Northwest and you were like looking for new music, well, here you go. We're giving you like several bands that you can check out that you are for sure going to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we'll jump over another one here. I got Walian.
Okay.
Which I love the name. So eclectic jam prog fusion band based out of Seattle, Washington. Since the dawn of humankind, our species has asked one question. How does one really, really rock? The question, pondered by philosophers, scientists, leaders, movers, and shakers for the millennia, is finally being answered. Walian travels the globe, moving with the crash of thunder and the poise of the lotus, showing listeners everywhere how to really, really rock. Their higher energy rock fusion will have you grinning, gasping, and dancing. Alex, Jimmy, Shane, and Zach equal Walian.
All right.
All right. So I pulled up the Super Secret Band.
Is there anything about them? Because it's secret. And
well, we'll
super
find
secret.
out. In the late 2010s, rumors of Super Secret Band began to grow around Portland. In recent months, these rumors have been growing faster across the greater Pacific Northwest of a super secret, funky, spacey festival band with rock fangs, jazz horns, and a powerful rhythm section. A band so super and so secret that not even the band members can acknowledge the band's existence. Concert goers claim Super Secret Band insists that no one should tell anyone about the band unless, of course, they were doing so to tell people not to tell anyone else about the band.
Hell yeah.
So we're telling everybody out there, don't tell anyone.
anyone.
That's
about
right.
the Super Secret
But check
Band.
them out.
But listen to them, but don't.
In
But do.
November 2022, the band released an EP titled Never Odd or Even, and rumors exist of a follow-up release in the 2023. According to anonymous eyewitnesses' testimony, Super Secret Band headlined small festivals across the Northwest in 2022 and is rumored to continue sharing super secrets with all those willing to seek them out. The sound ranges from rock to jam to dark jazz to blues to funk to ambient sections that space all the way out before converging into funky slap bass driven experiences.
All right.
Dang.
Damn, that's a hell of a
It really is a mouthful. The band's instrumental funky rock core highlights improvisational expression from a rotating cast of guest musicians, creating a different super secret experience each time.
How hard is it to, like, if you have a band, to come up with a bio for yourself? That's got to be so hard. Like, just even categorizing your own music is hard.
Maybe you ask a friend to, like, you know,
like input from listeners or friends to.
Yeah, I can't even imagine trying to do that.
Well, you did it for the show.
Yeah, but this isn't music. This this
of
isn't
describing
Yeah.
a sound, especially in this.
That's
especially
all.
when you have so many different sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very important. I love reading these because it takes me back to like the liner notes that came with LPs and everything. You want that's going to describe everything.
Yeah.
And you want it to be dope. So here's another one with the Quick and Easy Boys, who we've seen a few times, and who we are. The Quick and Easy Boys are a power trio out of Portland, Oregon, and fuck yeah, they are, who creates their own blend of rock and roll. Imagine the Minutemen, the Police, and Band of Gypsies rolled into one.
Yes, that's a great. Yeah, wow.
Formed in 2005, the Quick and Easy Boys quickly made a name for themselves in Eugene, Oregon, before relocating to Portland and becoming a renowned nationally touring act. Their shows are an interactive party with electrifying stage antics and profound musical moments as the trio pours out every ounce of their energy, leaving nothing behind. And that is true, too. The band has gained the reputation for moving a crowd all night long, whether it be a big festival or a tiny watering hole. Founding members Sean Baders on vocals and bass and Jimmy Russell on vocals and guitar play all the notes. Tyrone Hendricks joined in 2018 on percussion. The Quick and Easy Boys have continued to evolve musically, and the audience continues their enthusiastic calling of yay, bud, at every show.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, bud.
Okay, I have a story about the Quick and Easy Boys.
All right.
So our first Northwest String Summit in 2018?
Yeah. No, wait. No, 2019.
Okay, 2019. We are camped kind of in the vending area, at the end of the vending area, across from
Honey Dome,
which is a smaller stage. And I haven't taken acid in 25 years. I take acid at the festival, have this amazing, magical night. Mel and I are stumble back to our tent at like 4:00 in the morning, and I'm wiped out, done. All I want to do is go to sleep. I put my head on the pillow, and Jimi Hendrix meets the Minutemen meets the Police starts jamming on the stage right across from us. The Quick and Easy Boys start up. And I was so tired, and it was so good. It was so good. And you would think like,
didn't we like kind of dance to sleep?
Yes, we ended. Yes, we what was it called? Lay dancing, floor dancing.
Yeah, floor dancing.
We floor danced our way into sleep that night to the Quick and Easy Boys. Wasn't that where they were yelling at you?
Yeah, that I was gonna say that's one where I stayed. It was like 6:30 in the morning when I finally got to sneak off to the tent to sleep for like an hour and a half. That's because Thomas from Banshee Tree joined them on stage. They had a rotating group all night long on that stage, and I couldn't get away.
Every time you try and leave the Apple, where are you going?
And then that was Chris. I started to sneak off to kind of like, okay, nobody's paying attention. He caught me like almost to the tent. Where are you going, Apple?
Oh,
we're gonna pull me back in. It was so fun, but that was 2 days in. Yeah, It was Saturday night, and
we were well done by that point.
Yeah, well done. And I remember that. Then I crawled into the tent about an hour just dozing off, and we were right by the vendors row, and they start coming around with trash detail. And I was like, okay, well, you're just gonna roll on through Sunday. Those are the other moments at festivals that are like, you better learn to just roll with it.
That's right.
And you can always rest later.
Bring good headphones.
Aaron's
Earphones, earplugs,
cords. Everything's supposed to be wireless by now. That's a complaint I have.
I agree, Apple.
Everything.
All right, I'm gonna read about Family Mystic, because this is one of the bands that when Tiffany and I first met, when I saw the property, I was like, oh my God, I could totally see Family Mystic playing out here. And she was like, who's Family Mystic? And so we told her about Family Mystic, and
now they're playing out
there. Them on, and so here's Family Mystic. Family Mystic includes Marcelo on guitar, Matthew on bass, Tommy on drums, and Love on keys. It was conceived when Marcelo and Love met at Country Fair in 2019. So also in December, so that was July 2019. In December 2019, they met Tommy and Matthew, which are brothers.
Wait a
The
minute.
Sereno Prophecy.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
They have only been a band
Since 2019.
Holy shit.
And all together
Yeah,
from
yeah.
December 2019. Okay, so Family Mystic is a 4-piece vocal ensemble surfing the ebb and flows of present-day Portland, Oregon, redefining what making music from the deep realms of the heart can be. That's true.
Yep.
Vulnerable, poignant, dynamic, direct, and multi-dimensional. Merging elements of classic funk and soul, 60s, 70s psychedelia, a splash of progressive jazz fusion, and tight vocal arrangements to answer the age-old question, what genre is this music? Feel good music. Bringing together people of all ages, there may be truly a tasty treat for everyone within the mystical sounds of this family of brothers.
Yeah, man.
In the 3 years since the band's formation, Family Mystic has toured the West Coast on multiple occasions, making a name for themselves, playing shows in parks and public spaces to bring the music to the people in times of need. They sure did do that. They recorded, produced their debut studio album, Home in Your Heart, and live album, Live at Mount Tabor. Their sophomore album, 12-track studio album, Adventures of Nimara, is out December 2022.
It's out.
It's out, and get it because it's so
smoking.
good. It's so good. And was also self-produced in their home studio after recording instruments at Fortune Avenue Studios. I mean, these guys do everything. They now find themselves flourishing in the P&W venue and festival scene as they cultivate a vibrant network of music lovers, mystics, and families of all backgrounds and beliefs. They feel that the journey is just beginning as they step into the unfoldment of their destinies.
Dude, that is one band that like they're going
Everywhere.
somewhere for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They had, that's one of those ones too. Their music scratches parts of the brain that haven't been touched in years. With their acapella singing, the way they do duets, the way they all sing together, like everything, the feeling they carry with them,
It's dope.
is just amazing.
And they're such amazing, sweet people too, man.
And I had the pleasure and honor of meeting Tommy and Matthew's mother at the Haven. And I have a photo of him and his mother, and she was beaming like literally the sun.
Should be.
She was so proud and so like hugging her son so tight. And she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. She looks like she could be his girlfriend or something. Like she's gorgeous. And just, she was like, I love my boys. I'm so proud. Like just
That's so cool.
cream of the crop. And
Just
that was a
beaming,
really
like you
special
said.
moment. She was beaming. It was incredible to see the light in her eyes, to witness her boys up there killing it. And
You got to check them out. It's
Yeah.
Family Mystic out of Portland, Oregon. Everybody check it out. And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about
who is it that's putting on the show?
Oh, could it be?
Could it be? Is
Bodhi
it
Mojo?
Bodhi Mojo?
Bodhi Mojo?
Yes, Bodhi Mojo, the band. So Bodhi Mojo, they're very near and dear to us. We met Jack McCrane, the singer guitar player.
it's
McGrain.
not McCrane. It's McGrain.
McCrane.
Jesus, Apple.
I'm looking right at it too. So I know. Thank you, Jack. Oh, so, anyway, they came into our lives years ago and have been there ever since. And Jack is just a very inspiring human being.
Yes.
But here, I'll read you a little bit about Bodhi Mojo. Bodhi Mojo is a psychedelic 5-piece jam band rooted in the good feels, characterized by mind-bending jams and heartfelt songwriting. They never play the same show twice and leave you yearning for more.
This is true.
Yep. The band formed also in 2019 and made a splash on the Pacific Northwest music scene, focusing on do-it-yourself festivals and shows. Bodhi quickly grew a wide following throughout the Pacific Northwest. And we got Jack, we got Chris, we got Mike, we got Harrison, and we got Will in the band, and these guys are fantastic. They've organized this again. We went last year to the Mojo Family Fest at different grounds, and it's so awesome that they're bringing this out there to the Rhythms ground.
We do a lot every summer, and we go to a lot of festivals, and I'm not just saying this, like I really, really mean what I'm about to say. Going to Mojo Family Fest last year was my favorite festival that we went to all year long. That one and Camp Suds. And I'm going to tell you why. It was smaller. It was actually relaxing. It wasn't overly crowded. There wasn't long lines for anything. It was, when you wanted it to be quiet, it was quiet at night. When you didn't want it to be quiet, it wasn't quiet at night. Everybody cleaned up after themselves. There wasn't a mess everywhere. Everybody was sweet to each other. The community came together and helped each other. The music was fucking dope.
Yep.
Like everything about it really was like a vacation.
It was, because I remember when we rolled out of there, we were not as tired as we usually were from festival. We felt rested and rejuvenated.
Especially for Camp Suds, we did have hotels, so that really helped 100%. And it was like so rainy. But Mojo Family Fest last year, setting up our camp, it was such a great area. And it was perfectly spacious, you know? And so I'm really looking forward to the change of venue at Rhythms Ground and that same beautiful vibe that festival, you know, brings.
The festival spirit is born of the people that put the festival together and the place that it's held at.
Yeah.
That's like if a festival is a person, that's the personality. Do you know what I mean? That's what's put into it. And so I think that reflecting on it and thinking about how awesome it was last year is a testimony to Jack and Bodhi Mojo and the PNW scene up here, of the quality of the people that are involved, because you can have a festival like that at a beautiful grounds and it be a fucking shit show.
Sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Of just like people running amok and
everything they do, there's like such intention and love put into it. It turns out amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Got two more to mention in the same breath here too, because first we need to mention this. She also came into our lives at the same time as all these people. Madison True is going to be there. She's just an angel heart.
She really is.
She does artwork. She also plays guitar and has a beautiful angelic voice. She's going to be out there performing. And then also Sponge. So Sponge, again, this is mind-blowing when we just talked about all three of these. Family Mystic, Bodhi Mojo, and Sponge. When you see these, or if you've seen them, if you haven't, and if you're not in our area, go look them up and listen to all these bands' music. They also formed in 2019.
It's wild, dude.
So these three bands, like those, they started right like at the beginning when
right before COVID,
and they thrived through COVID.
Yeah, they did,
and continued to do things and do it responsibly and do outdoor shows and continue to bring people together. So the auditory experience of Sponge. Sponge is a high energy, multi-genre 4-piece based out of Eugene, Oregon. Using their diverse musical backgrounds and tastes. Sponge believes in making their live shows not just a musical performance, but an experience. The band incorporates classic songwriting with sections of improvisation to seamlessly weave from genre to genre while keeping the energy high and always danceable. Since 2019, the band has toured the Pacific Northwest relentlessly, which is true, growing from playing bars and college parties to playing established and respectable venues and festivals and opening for major jam acts such as Spafford, Aggie, Twiddle, La Special, Cycles, Yak Attack. The quartet has also released a full-length studio album that is available on all major streaming platforms. So we got Sage, we got Josh, we got David, and we got Dan. And then we have the man behind the scenes that helps him with everything, Chase, who is another amazing human being.
I feel like the Pacific Northwest is so fortunate to have the crew of musicians that are living up here and putting the work together to make this scene so dope.
Yeah.
It really is a big family, man. And I'm honored to be a part of it. It's really fucking cool. And I really, really hope that you all will join us out at Mojo Family Fest in 2.5 weeks. Is it 2.5? Is that what we came up with?
Yeah. Little under 3 weeks.
What do you
because
got
it
up
starts
there,
on
Mel?
Friday.
Well,
the 16th.
I was trying to do a grand project in like 2 seconds. I wanted to pull up the episodes that we had with some of the bands that we've interviewed. The only one I have is Family Mystic, which is episode 223. So if you are interested in listening to our episode with Family Mystic in preparation for Mojo Family Fest, pull up 223 with Family
We've
Mystic.
also had Bodhi Mojo and Sponge on the show.
Yes, we have.
Listen, we are also going to be at Oregon Country Fair. No Simple Road was invited by Spoken Word to do 3 50-minute performances at Country Fair this year. So No Simple Road is going to be performing on the Rabbit Hole stage at the Oregon Country Fair, everybody. And
3 days.
I mean, for those of you that don't live in the area, I would imagine that most people listening to the show know about what the Oregon Country Fair is. But if you don't, I would urge you to go look it up and find out about the history of this thing. This is monumental for the three of us to be invited by Fair to do what we do, to bring No Simple Road there. It's a beyond comprehension to me.
As I'm reading the Fruit of the 60s in preparation for Oregon Country Fair, it makes me realize what an honor it is to be invited to this, something that has been cultivated in such specific hands for so long. Like, it really is truly a family affair, and people drop what they're doing near and far to be part of this for 40 years, 50 years?
50 years,
50 years.
Over 50
Over
years now.
50.
They just celebrated the 50th last year. I
So
think.
that
2 years.
2 years.
It was 52.
Yeah, so we are super grateful, like Aaron said, to be, asked to come, and we are excited to talk to people there on the podcast to I feel like it's just going to be special. I feel like it's going to be something we can't really even
I don't
predict.
know what's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
But it's the Fair and I are the same age. We age the same.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
1969. That's the first fair.
Oh, okay.
Is
It's
it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same
okay.
age
It's the
as
same
Apple.
age as me.
Yeah.
Well, and they missed one during COVID. So maybe that
Yeah, they
didn't
had
count.
the Fair in the Cloud.
But it
or
is
something like
amazing. And if you're not aware, you can go look at the Oregon Country Fair website, and there's so many links to it that tell you about the stewardship of the land, that land, over 1,000 acres. It's huge.
Well, so many
They
things.
take care of it all year long. They got people out there working on it all the time, preserving it. It's home to all these species of birds, but I mean, it's amazing what that land is and how magical it is and how they keep it up.
I just keep, whenever we mention it to somebody that's been, and we tell them, yeah, we've never been to Fair and this is our first year, the reaction is universally the same. It's shock
and awe, and
oh my God, you're gonna have your mind blown. Is
at first most people are speechless. They don't even know they're just
you haven't been to Fair.
Oh, it's a bunch of noises. Oh, ooh, what?
Jeez.
Oh my God. You got a minute? I can tell you a story. Yeah, please.
Yeah, and
all the things that were born from Fair, so many offshoots, like Saturday markets in Eugene and here in Portland.
Whitebird.
Yeah, there's just and lots of just connections, people that wanting to do things counterculture and created such an incredible counterculture in Eugene.
And what's dope is like, there's like city council people and mayors that are fair family now that are in places of power and you know,
can make change.
Yeah, making change and
make things happen.
That's fucking dope. Like changing the system from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool, man. So I just wanted
beyond honored
reiterate what an honor it is for No Simple Road
and
to
how
have been
exciting.
invited, and how excited we are and how special it is for us. And if you have the opportunity to come hang out with us at Fair and watch what we do, I would love for the No Simple Road family to be there with us and help support us, because I'm going to be completely transparent. I am nervous as shit about this one.
Why? Because it's in your own home court?
No. Not like, I'm not scared or like but I'm just like in awe. It's a big deal to me. And so my nerves are up on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's
like, I want to do I want to do a good job. I want to do them proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And something about our staycation helped me to relax about that, because I was feeling like that a little bit too. And I realized Apple and I were talking about it. I think it was either before we left maybe, or just maybe that week, about how we continue to get comments about our Monday episodes being like what people mostly, tune in for religiously, and then the other stuff that they'll kind of listen later on or whatever. But that got me really thinking that that's just us being us. And that's what got us to be invited.
Yeah.
And so to try to do something doesn't make sense for us to do.
No.
To just go there and do what we would do if we had our mics in front of us, but at country fair. Yeah. And that is going to be what is going to be the best reception and the best performance and the best connection with the audience, because once we're together, we know what to say, and we're going to have guests there as well that are going to be on the show. So we're going to just be in this amazing environment with these great guests, and we get to do something in this, where people wanted us to be. So I'm kind of, it just, I don't know, like I said, it just
put you at ease.
It put me at ease. Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I wouldn't say I'm very anxious about it, because this is a big deal, and it's like it's just a little over a month away.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the stew pot has started, because we already have some things cooking.
Yes.
It's already coming together. We got some ingredients going, and there's going to be more. And then a lot of that spice is going to be like added when we get there, once we meet people.
Yes.
I don't even
and get
know.
introduced to people that we're going to want to talk to that we don't even know about yet. And
do you remember we met that guy from Country Fair at a Hollywood Bowl?
Havoc, who was sitting right in front of us.
The one to the left or to the right? The left. Yeah.
To the left.
To the left.
Yeah.
Him and I had totally had a moment, because I gave him such a big hug, and I was like, thank you so much for being a part of this memory of my daughter's first show with us. Like, this is a really big deal, and you're witnessing like pure joy behind you. And I just want you to know that. And he just put my shoulders and like pulled me away to look at my face, and was like, just kind of nodded his head and grabbed me and gave me like this big hug. Like, he was so proud and so happy, and I was like, thank you so much. And we just like hugged it out, and it was just like a super cool moment,
Yeah, that was funny. Everybody around us was Oregon and Country Fair family.
Yeah.
At Fish.
Things happen.
I love
and
it.
the other thing too, the last thing I was going to say is that there's something too, because it's not brand new to us, but it is kind of new to us. We're now at the point where when you get invited to something, instead of us like reaching out like, hey, can we please be there, to get invited is like such an extraordinary honor.
Yeah.
To be invited by a group. Like, we know who you are, and we want you to be here.
And it wouldn't have happened without, I got to mention Dan Cohen.
Dan.
It would not have happened
the
without
man.
Dan from Peak Experience putting in the
Thank
word
you,
for us.
Dan.
And I would really love to have you on the show, Dan, sometime
we're
if
doing
you're
that.
up for it.
I already talked to him the other day.
Okay.
We're planning something.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't involved in that, so I'm saying it.
Yeah, so it's happening.
Cool.
Great minds think alike.
So again, get your festival season started. If you're here in the Pacific Northwest, come hang out with us at Mojo Family Fest. If you are able, come hang out with us at Oregon Country Fair. And if you're not, be safe where you're at. Go do your thing and be smart and have fun. And you know what? We love all y'all.
Yeah, we love you all. And like I said, all these bands we talked about, if you're not in our area, it's just great music. Go look all of them up and check it out.
And we will be back on Friday with Ari Joshua, who is an amazing, amazing musician out of Seattle, Washington, who has played with everybody under the sun. And
has his own music school. He's doing lots of things. You guys are going to dig
this, man.
All right, one more episode I pulled up. If you want to listen to Bodie Mojo episode with No Simple Road, it is episode 256.
Okay, 256.
256.
And then there's more. So just go scroll through all those ones we've done, and you may find another gem that you haven't noticed before.
Another gem?
Yeah.
No, you're the only gem on the show.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll be back on Friday with Ari Joshua. Until then, take care of each other. Smile at a stranger. Safety third. Hydrate. And
enjoy your Memorial Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
What?
Check up on your friends.
Yes.
Do that.
Do that.
We love you guys. Peace.
But it's a burden. Family needs has been deferred, and hella means been the earth, and alchemy can bring the birth, the melody of a newborn. So persistent, so resistant, so insistent, so commitment, so resilient, or haven't you learned it? Feel more simple road. Mechanism as well as a fear. We've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarities that feed an A equal A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
Yes, we're out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.